Good evening. Hi, Shai.
Good evening, Wen. So it is another session of COVID conversations over coffee, and
There. We finally perfected our
cheers. All
yeah.
right. So good evening, everybody. We are so happy to have you guys on board and joining us again tonight. So this is our third and final COVID conversations over coffee for today before we actually launch our event tomorrow. So it's a hectic day. It's been a hectic day, but busy and exciting for us at the same time when we're doing COVID conversations. And then later on, when we leave, we're typing, we're messaging everybody. So it is an exciting time for us. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, my name is Shaila. I am one of the organizers of Hackbang, and I am streaming all the way from Butuan here in Mindanao.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are so happy that you're here with us tonight, and we're so glad that you will be joining our coffee conversations or COVID conversations over coffee tonight. And we are so glad that you are with us in this journey, and we would like to invite you to be with us starting tomorrow from June 26th until 29, because the actual hackathon will be tomorrow na guys, ugma na gyud. So please do join us, and we will be streaming live from 8 in the morning until 8 in the evening, and that will be for the next 4 days. So we'll be pausing first the COVID conversations nga mga ingon ani, but we have more content, more learning materials for you, more exciting content for everyone. And of course, my name is Owen, and I'm streaming all the way from Cagayan de Oro City, Mindanao, Philippines. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the evening edition of COVID Conversation over Coffee. Ayan. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have an exciting episode, because we will be joined by one of our sponsors now, all the way from Switzerland. And she's also a Filipina, and we are very excited to get to know her more, and also the platform that she is also promoting and partnering with us. So that's going to be exciting tonight. But of course, we'd also all like to remind our mentors and participants, Shaino, na tomorrow they have to do an RSVP of our invitation for the kickoff ceremony happening at 8 o'clock in the morning. So please do visit the Hakbang Facebook page. And also, if you received a link or a notification, please do accept that, so that you will also receive updates from our comms team. Grabe na kayo sila ka-busy karon setting up our Slack channels, making sure that all of you will be kanang ready for tomorrow. Di ba, Shai?
I know there's so many things happening, and I would really like to just honor our participants and our mentors just by being a part of this already. You're already saying that you want to be part of the change that happens in Mindanao. You are telling us that you're not taking this sitting down anymore. You're done with just waiting at home for 3 months, 4 months, and we're just proud of you. So this was a dream among friends who just felt like we need to do more. We need to step up for the Philippines. We can't wait for the government. We can't always keep waiting for the government to do something for us. We need to give back to this country who means so much to us. So proud kaayo mi sa inyong mga taga Mindanao, and even other people from other countries, other cities are joining us tungod sa inyo kay makita nila na naatay ginabuhat diri that can change the future of where this country is going. So I want to honor you. I want to congratulate you, even if we haven't even started yet. Di ba, Wen?
Yes, and of course, it's not yet too late. Napatay tonight, if you really want to join the hackathon. And of course, our guest for tonight will also be sharing her experience when she joined the hackathon in Switzerland. Para pod makarealize na no, this is not something that we should be scared of. When we join something like this for the first time, we will be learning so much more. So our guest later will be sharing also her experience. So for those who want to be part of Hackbang, please do visit our website. It's www.hack-bang.com, and please click the tile as a join as a team. So if you don't have a team with you, don't worry. We will be the one who let you be part of a team. So you just choose a challenge, and those with the same interests like you, we will form a team for you, and who knows, you will establish great friendships with these people. You also get a new network. You will expand your horizons with these people. So please do join us. You still have tonight to really be part of Hakbang. And for those who want to support us, seed a program or seed an idea, we are still open for partnership even after June 29, because after man, di ba, Shai, magpadayon pa man because we will be implementing these ideas. We would like to see the viable solutions come to life. And if you believe in these ideas, when you see them posted on DevPost, please do support us by seeding these ideas and making sure that these ideas will be something that can really create impact in society. Shai?
Absolutely. Think of it, guys, as you investing in the future of the Philippines, you investing in our youth. I love what our guest this afternoon informed us that Indonesia and the Philippines has the youngest um, population, right? So this means that you guys, you kids, people who are younger than us, kasi kami elderly millennials na kami, di ba? So we want to see the younger generations really step up. Wouldn't it be just such a proud moment for us that we helped that happen? This platform is already here for you guys. We're putting it out there already for you. All you have to do is go to Hakbang and join the movement already. So ano pa yung inaantay nyo? Tara na!
Yes, and of course, this is for free, guys. You don't be scared. We don't really ask for money. Like if you want to join this, go ahead. We are just asking for your great ideas, big or small, as long as it can create impact and will really solve some of our challenges that we are experiencing right now. Please do join us, and of course, we'll be very happy to share your ideas to others. And who knows, no, ilahang makita ang potential in your idea, and they would like to say, "Hey, I like that idea. I would like to see that come to life. I would like to fund that. I have a network that can help you create that idea into a reality. So why not? So if you are out there, no, watching us right now, and you're inside your bedroom, for example, and you have these ideas, and if you can only share it and express it, well, this is the sign you've been waiting for so long. And I think there's a reason for you. That's why you're watching us right now, because this is the answer to your worries. Nga, oy, nara di ay, diri na lang ko mo appeal sa Hakbang so that I can share my ideas and I can help society also there. So I think
So
our
yeah,
guest
yes,
is
is
ready, right?
yes, she is. So why don't we bring her up already and let's have her introduce herself. I'm so
Yeah.
excited for everybody to know why she's here, why we're partnering up with such an amazing company. So let's bring her up on the board with us.
Hi.
Hi guys. Hi. Hi
Hi.
everyone who's watching at home. Cheers over coffee.
Yes.
So my name is Denise Wüthrich. It's so hard to pronounce my last name. I'm Filipina, but I'm streaming live from Zurich, Switzerland. And I'm here to talk about the company that I work for, which is Worldwebforum. We are a platform of innovation at the interface of business and technology. So we have a membership, a community, a live community that actually ideates, and we learn from each other, we share our experiences, and we are a community of leaders. So Owen and Chai, you have questions for me, I know.
Yes.
Oh, me, Denise.
First, we'd like to ask a personal question. So you've been busy with creative work. I've heard that you're also doing makeup and you're also into other creative stuff. So can you share more about that?
Okay, so I studied interdisciplinary studies in college in Ateneo. So I am into communications and management, and I was first an account manager at Sachi and Sachi in the Philippines. So I was a part of the team that brought Olay in the Philippines, and then launched several campaigns for Ariel detergent. And then I moved to Summit Media, and I was publisher of several magazines like Cosmopolitan, Preview, 17, and Candy. So brands that you guys are, of course, familiar with. And then I moved to Watson's as a marketing manager. And all the while doing the marketing work for those brands, I'm also a certified makeup artist on the side. And yeah, and then after that, I moved to London for my MBA, and that's where I met my husband now, who's half Swiss, half Filipino. So I moved to Switzerland, to Zurich, and I'm now marketing communications manager for World Web Forum. So I came from a very, well, it's a business background, but it also has a creative side to it. And which is why, like hackathons like this appeal to me, because it's not only something that's quantifiable, but it's also an expression of yourself. It's something creative. So yeah, that has been my journey. It's always just like it's a two-way street, kumbaga. My business, my creative side.
Yeah.
Ayan. So I think this is your friend, Tess Raka. She says hi,
Hi.
Denise. She's
Yes,
watching.
the test is in New York. Imagine
Oh,
her friends. Yes. She's
and
actually a frontliners. She's a nurse in New York. Yeah.
Oh wow. Thank you. Thank
wow.
you.
For
Tess,
society.
Rafa, our modern day heroes. Truly,
Yes.
nothing we ever say will ever be enough to just express really our deep gratitude to our frontliners. So thank you so much for watching all the way from New York. Denise, it's so nice to just hear about Filipinos making it abroad and not just making it in teeny tiny ways. You've managed to make waves, and not just ripples but waves, and I think that's very inspiring, especially to the people who are here in Mindanao who think that Manila is already scary enough. What
Yes.
more about the world, right? But when they see somebody like you, it gets them to think, okay, I can be a creative person, and I can do it outside as well, right? I don't have to be like super duper smart. I love that you just bring your talent, and that's what I think we're
Yeah.
asking people here in Hakbang is just bring your gifting and your talent, and let's see how we can grow bigger together, right? So can you tell us more? Like talk to me like I'm 12 years old. What is World Web Forum about? Just so that our guests tonight can better understand what World Forum is, because you are giving us exclusive access, our participants, exclusive access to your app for free instead of paying for it. What can they get out of World Web Forum?
Okay, so basically, to understand World Web Forum, I should talk about how the company that formed it started. So I work technically for Bcom AG, which is a software company. We distribute in the German regions, especially here in Switzerland, Atlassian project management software products. So basically, this company in Australia has project management software that big companies like Facebook, NASA, Google, they use it. And so we distribute that platform. And, I'm here in the first world, but even here, companies had to be introduced to this new technology. Companies had to be informed as to how to use this project management software that would make their lives easier. And so our bosses started 20 years ago a user group for 15 people. And that user group expanded and ballooned into 1,500 people. And it's a conference, it's an annual meeting that discusses leadership and business every year. And so, because of the rich content that we've gathered through the years from exclusive speakers, we're talking about Steve Wozniak of Apple, we're talking about Werner Vogels of Amazon. So we have, like, I was able to meet them personally, and some of them I've interviewed. And imagine the insights, imagine the content. And so we thought, we should have a platform wherein we bring all of that content together and discuss together with emerging and experienced leaders. So, in our conferences, it's always the experienced leaders who are there. Like, so what's the point? If you're already learned and experienced, what's the point of talking to someone as good as you are, maybe even better, right?
Yeah,
So we said, okay, now, especially now that, COVID is here and we're experiencing, like decline in terms of leadership and in terms of like results. We're thinking, how can we give back? How can we help people? How can we build future leaders? And so this platform we've opened to students, to emerging leaders, to new businesses, to people who are learning how to thrive in this environment. And so it's now like your social network, but for leaders. Social network that redefines what leadership is about. Especially these days, we're hearing about people complaining about the boomers. It's all your fault. Like we are the new generation, and we are inheriting a future that would probably suffer the worst of diseases, suffer the worst problems, jobs declining, instability. And we're saying, as World Web Forum, we're refusing to accept that future. We're refusing to accept a system that's broken. We're here to fix it. And that's why Hackbang really, appealed to us, because you are doing something. You're not just complaining, you're not just whining, but you are actually coming together as a collective action, and you are pursuing something of value. And that's why I feel like World Web Forum and Hackbang can work together to kind of like really get the cream of the crop of
Yeah.
the ideas that come out of this hackathon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. So, sort of in a way, instead of figuring out our own way into this world, we get advice from leaders, from people who've been there. So we
Mhm.
don't have to go through that anymore,
Yeah.
right? To help us sort of navigate better to get further faster. Is that correct?
Yes, and it's also, it's not just about the successes. It's also not just about the failures. It's about the insights that we gain from what a person has experienced in his life journey. So, in whatever stage of the leadership cycle you are, whether you're a student or a manager, or you're someone just starting to lead a department, or someone who's on his way to becoming a CEO or being your own boss, you have had experiences and you have had insights that you can share with other people. And I think, especially now that we're losing the ability to connect with humans, like we need platforms like World Web Forum and like Hackbang, wherein we talk about the best of ideas, the best practices, the best learnings. And like, let's not waste time reinventing the wheel. Let's create our own wheel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, and Denise, actually, I was so happy that we're given this free access, and then I tried it out last night.
Yes, great.
When I finally saw the QR code, I
Mhm.
tried it out, and indeed, it is for free because when you download the app first, and then it will show that you have to pay this particular amount in dollars for you to be able to access the site. I mean, the application. But I was very glad that we're given that free access. So I'm really glad. Like, for example, no, I'm just to give you an insight for those who are watching right now. These are really very important information that the World Web Forum is giving us. For example, how to sharpen your business foresight. That is something that we really need right now. And of course, you cannot read that if you're not a member. And we're really glad that our mentors, our participants, will have that access to these kinds of information that will also help them formulate their ideas and also create that kind of solution and localize it here in the Philippines. And that's like one thing that that's the good thing about this app because it's accessible to us now. And thank you to World Web Forum. So yes, I'm very excited. I even told my brother, who's also working as a senior marketing manager in Manila. I was like bragging to him that we have this. So I told him, you better be a mentor. And of course, he's a mentor now. So he also will be
Great.
seeing these kinds of information inside the app.
It's true. I mean, the great thing about this is that how on LinkedIn you only can get the insights of people because you need to be approved by a certain person, especially also on Facebook, right? Like we talk about these topics, but there are barriers with the kind of exchange and with the kind of home feed that you have. Here in World Web Forum, the good thing about this is that if you create your account, you have access to the home feed that people share all over the world. So you don't have to get approved by someone, like to join the conversation. It's out there. It's a forum for the entire world. And, like we don't discriminate. Whether you're a student, you're a manager, as long as you enjoy learning, you're interested about technology, innovation, you're interested about the tools that other people use, like you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. And
Yeah.
so what are some opportunities? Because when we've sat with our guests, we usually ask them like, what are some of the challenges that your industry is facing now with COVID? But with you, I wanna make a twist. What, instead of what challenges, I wanna ask you, what opportunities is World Web Forum seeing here because of COVID? Or for you guys, what opportunities are you seeing that are possible because of COVID?
We're talking a lot about pivoting. World Web Forum is actually a part conference, but because of COVID and because we're prioritizing the safety of our guests and our speakers, we are deciding to just put it all online for now and then have the event on 2022. So that's an opportunity because, before we only had the conference and now we have this huge platform and we are farther reaching and yet intimate. So, like that's one thing that's positive about it. Number two, we're seeing companies digitizing fast, acting fast. Like people are complaining about their leaders, and it's true. Like they say that since the advent of the internet, companies must, like, they should have thought about digitizing everything already, like automating everything and making sure that people can have more time, like their employees can have more time working from home. But they haven't done that. And with COVID, with this pandemic, we were compelled to do that. And, I talked about our company supporting other companies into like digitizing all of their work. And that does not mean that we're going to lose jobs. It means that there's also a human being, like configuring the software. So it just means that we are more efficient because of the tools. So I think with this pandemic, we are now more focused on the technology that makes sense, the technology that kind of serves a purpose. It's not just, and it's all about efficiency now. It's parang, it's a way, in a way, the noise, yung parang na-filter siya. Diba? Don't you
Because
feel
now, you know what you can do at a certain time. Unlike before, I think like, okay, you'll sit in an office for 8 hours and then
Yeah.
right, you'll do other stuff, whatever, and make it last for 4 hours. But now, because we're digitizing, we realize what I can do in 8 hours, I can actually do in three, or
yes.
even two.
Yeah, so the productivity is now greater. I think it was a time for introspection also. Like, as an employee or as someone who works in other industries, you kind of ask yourself, what is my work doing? Like, what is its impact in the bigger picture? So we had to pause, but also we had to self-reflect. And so now we have the time to choose what we kind of prioritize,
What
right?
matters? Yeah,
Yeah,
basically numbers. Yeah,
yeah, and I think with World Web Forum, that's also our goal. Like we make the best leaders out of each other, and that's through idea exchange. That's through criticizing other ideas. That's through like improving other ideas. Sometimes there's also tension with the discussions, especially about, for example, data and privacy. Like all of these things, or technology, or is it like a human-centered technology, or will we lose jobs because of technology? So like we're kind of like asking the right questions now more than
yeah,
ever. So
more
I
than
think
ever.
it's a huge opportunity. And now you see businesses with contingency plans. Now you see more than just your brand, like your core. You've seen fashion brands right now pivoting, right? They see that it's not just about the face value, but really your core. So you
Your
get to,
values. Yeah,
yeah, and your values. Yeah, exactly.
Correct.
Yeah, and
Correct.
you see really businesses and entrepreneurial thinkers will save the world. That's my insight out of all of this, because like there's only so much your government can do. It's really those who try and experiment and innovate who will have answers, who will really like figure out, like solving human problems.
All right, so that's really interesting, no? So Denise, World Web Forum has been existing for how long? And do you think there are also great, ideas that come from here in the Philippines that we can also share
Or
uh, to the rest of the world instead of just us getting ideas from these thought leaders?
yes, of course. I mean, it's been we it's our ninth annual meeting, so almost a decade of like meeting in Zurich every year. And so imagine the amount of insights, right? And Worldwebforum is not just for Europe. We have leaders from Silicon Valley, we have leaders from Africa, Asia as well. And so that's the cool thing about it because we're expanding globally. The next meeting in 2022, imagine how diversified that would feel, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, and so I mean, Rhea and I, one of your co-founders,
Yes.
we
Uh-oh.
joined a hackathon here in Switzerland. Tinangay niya ako eh. Sabi ko, I'm not a hacker. You know, I don't know anything about this. Like she's more techy than I am. But then she said, no, I need someone who has a background in communications and marketing, and you can, like create a script and help with the presentation, help with like scaling the communication. And I said, game. And so that's my first experience with a hackathon, and that's why I'm telling the audience right here, don't be afraid if you don't know anything about tech or innovation. You will build a team that would have their like with members with their own expertise, and you will kind of know your place as you go along. There's like there are no bad ideas, just one idea will propel one idea forward. So yeah, I mean that's the thing. With Filipinos, we have a lot of ideas. Like imagine I'm the marketing communications manager of two companies here in Switzerland. That's a Filipina brain thinking about ideas on how to push forward a cause and a business. So don't ever think that because I'm from Mindanao, I'm from a small town, that you will not create an impact in the world. Like every idea will sharpen another idea. Every experience will enrich another experience. And that's what I've learned and have seen in this hackathon. Because imagine with our Hero Finder product, which I don't know if you've talked about in the past, but it was our end result. That was our offering during the hackathon. I was teammates with Rhea. And we designed like kind of an app that would match heroes to people in need. And in our team, we had someone who's a UX designer. We had someone who can operate or create like videos in a jiffy. I was the script writer and the voice talent, So you kind of innovate as you go along. And that's the good thing about hackathons, and that's a good thing about platforms like World Web Forum. You get to discover who you are, what you can offer. And don't ever think that your idea is too small, or like we are at an age we're in, or at a time we're in, your background just enriches your story. It doesn't define the end result of your story.
Do you?
Wow, I like that.
I
Diba?
know. Yeah,
Right?
and I love that you, through your experience, you are telling our participants that it's okay. You're telling our audience that there's nothing to fear. You
Yeah.
just simply have to be yourself. You put your talents on the table. That's good enough. You are enough. That's the message I think that I love hearing, is that we are enough.
And
Sometimes,
also be open. Like right now we see a lot of people, a lot of debates going on. Who is right? Who is wrong? Sometimes there are no perfect answers. Like sometimes there is only collective action.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like why are we always so focused on what is the who is
what,
right, who
what,
is
yeah,
wrong? Like we should be focused on the end result. We all
yeah,
want happy lives. We all want to eat 3 times a day or more. The Filipinos eat 5 times, right?
Yes. Five
yeah,
or more.
Correct. Yeah, and we want to support our families. Like we want to have that work-life balance, however you define it. So we all want the same things out of this one life that we have.
yeah,
So, like stop saying, oh, you're wrong, oh, you're right. Just, okay, what can we do together so that you're happy, I'm happy?
yeah,
Like, right?
yeah.
Yeah, sure. So, Shy.
Yeah, so for me, because a lot of people say, millennials and the younger generations, mga tamad, always nasa telepono, always nasa Netflix, sa internet. My question to you is, are we ready? Are we made for this season? Are millennials built for this season of COVID?
Yes, I feel like millennials all the more are ready because they were born into technology. They were, like their brains are trained to innovate, to think about the next thing. And the thing about millennials or, even zennials, like the younger ones, they because of that laziness that people are like accusing them of, they're thinking of smarter ways of doing things, like easier, faster. Like it doesn't. I mean, I'm an end result focused person, so it doesn't matter how you got there, as long as it's efficient and like you got the end result. So I think we are built for this. Like imagine the things that millennials had to go through. Like climate catastrophe, economy going up and down, right? Like we are built for this. We're still here.
Yeah. I,
Thank
li- I
you.
like I like that insight, because millennials are sometimes, they feel like they're accused of being lazy, and this is an for those who are watching, who's also trying to downplay the millennials. This is a way for us to see them in a different light, and maybe they look lazy because they're already done with work.
Yes,
Maybe, yeah, they have so much time in their hands because they know how to multitask. They know how to really create work efficiently. So maybe that's why they're like that, because they also want to be faster and
and
better.
their focus is also a bit different. Like in a way, you know, the older generation sometimes they wanted like a house, they wanted, like the title, the power. And millennials nowadays, they want more purpose and meaning.
Yeah.
So the house doesn't matter as long as you have shelter. You know what I mean? Like, and so they can spend more time and more resources on other things that matter most to them. Like, for example, travel or spending time with their friends and with family and just getting to know the world.
Thank
Wow.
you. Yeah. Thanks, Denise. At least our participants are hearing from you, who's made it abroad, who's actually making a difference abroad, that being millennials, it's not a big deal. Seriously, it's actually what could save us in this time of COVID.
And it's all about intent.
Yeah.
This is the generation, this is the time wherein your skin color should not matter anymore. Like what your story should just enrich your productive. You know what I mean? Like we're not defined by what happened in our past anymore or who our parents are. We are defined by our intent and by our results, like by doing things, by getting things done, getting shit done, right?
Yeah. So, see, I I think I like that word, intent. We
Yeah.
always have to have that sense of purpose of what we do. Every time we do things, we have to know what is our actual intention. So I like that Denise is, putting that out, because I also want people to hear that when you do something, you have to do it with intent, and that's why we are so happy that there are more than 100 participants who found that purpose, who found that intent to help, and they're here. And we have supporters like World Web Forum who also believed in our intent to create positive change. So this is a really an amazing opportunity for us to really collaborate and ganahan kay ko ato guys sa giingon ni Denise, no. So I hope if you have questions in mind, please don't be shy. Let's remove that naivety and shy to ask questions. Please do comment down below. We're live. We're streaming live now through Facebook and YouTube. So if you have questions in mind, type them away. We will read them, and if you want us na dili nato i-print, I mean i-publish on screen, it's all right. If you want, you can also flash it on screen so that everybody can see your question or read your question, and then we'll ask Denise if she's okay to answer those questions. So again, please do ask away. Ayan, Shai.
Yes, and while we are waiting for people to ask away, we just want to say hi to people who are watching us. Please just Tell us where you guys are watching from. Jerix Morta is watching. Jovi Esguerra. She's tagging so many people away. Thank you, Jovi. Please help us spread the word that, about the conversation that we're having today with Denise. So please continue to say hi to everybody. I love COVID conversations. When we do this at night, we have a lot more viewers than in the morning. And it just goes to show that there is interest in figuring out how to move forward.
I mean, just to share, I think the hackathon, for it to be more concrete, like we are defining and solving human needs, human problems, right? In the hackathon, you are gonna solve a problem. Like, what is that service? What is that product that you want to create, that you wish is there, so that we can ease pain points in what we're experiencing right now? Like, for example, here in Switzerland, we have eased the lockdown early because we've closed the borders early, and the government had a real concrete plan, and everyone just worked from home, like everyone just contributed to the success of flattening the curve. And so now we are back at the offices, like I'm in our war room or conference room, and this is the next normal. The thing that you are waiting for in the Philippines, we already are experiencing here in Switzerland. And I am pleased to share with you that it's a good normal, because now, like establishments are like thinking more of the welfare of their consumers, and commuters are now thinking more of each other, like having that distance, not coughing like mindlessly. There are solutions to this problem, and that's the good news. And the good news is that you have platforms like Hackbang to share ideas with and to make it happen. And this is also a call for people who have the capacity to make these ideas come to fruition, because it's only important when you can make it happen, right? Like, I mean, it could only be as significant as like the end result. We can just talk and talk, but at the end of the day, we need these ideas to happen. If you have the money, seed a project, try, innovate, experiment, right? If you have that disposable income, go for it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's not just an idea, it has to be something that people are going to use,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Absolutely. So I like that you broke it down for them, because sometimes it can be overwhelming, no? Kasi sila that, ay, parang pang matalino man to, pang bright
Oh,
man.
hindi.
You broke it down.
Common sense ito, actually.
Oo, totoo.
Yeah.
Common sense. Ano yung problema? Ano yung tingin mong solusyon? Kasi ang daming tao ngayon who just think, ay, sus, kung sana ganito lang yung gawin natin.
Oo.
So perfect. And then now is that time to, let's see if that idea can actually work, can actually make sense, di ba? And gusto ko yung pasimple mo ding call to action for people.
Yes, that we need that.
Call to action, yeah. Because at the end of the day, we have 1,000 ideas.
Yeah.
What changes the world are the ideas that get implemented, the ideas that, get experimented on.
Yeah.
Like, why is Bill Gates now funding all of these companies, small companies? Why are people who have reached the top spending so much on research? Diba? Parang they're pledging all my wealth, because at the end of the day, they've realized even if they've amassed billions of dollars or pesos or whatever, it doesn't matter if you're not affecting good change.
Yeah.
Like, your life doesn't matter if it's just a monetary value.
If you're just gaining money and money and money. But if you are investing in the things that will help, in fact, the future, then that's purpose in itself, right?
Correct. Exactly.
That's you impacting change. That's you doing something bigger than yourself. And I think what I love about what we did in Hackbang is people started asking questions even from the beginning. How much is your price? How much do I get?
Yes.
I get a great idea. Am I going to get money? And we told them from the get-go that there's no price. In fact, there is no price with Hackbang. But here's the thing. We have people who are willing to invest. We have people who are so blinded by what is going on because of COVID that are telling us, Shaila, if you have the idea, point me in that direction. So I
Correct.
can focus on what you're doing and see if this is something I can see. So
Mhm.
our challenge to the participants is, how good is your idea so that
Yeah.
we can back it up?
Yeah,
We have a network, right? We have people who are really interested in this, and they would really want to see, like, that's why they're so excited for tomorrow until the 29th, and they would like to see all the ideas posted in DevPost, and shop and look at the ideas that really matter, ideas that click, and ideas that will resonate to certain people, especially here in Mindanao. Because although this is a hackathon for Mindanao, this is made initially by Mindanaoans for Mindanao, but we have seen a lot of support from all over, not just here in the Philippines, but even outside. And they are also excited that, if it will work in Mindanao, it started here. The seed was planted here, and it will bear fruit elsewhere. Why not? We're very happy for that. We'll be very happy to see those ideas, being replicated or scaled in other areas, and that would be something we will be really proud of. So amazing experience for you. I mean, for the participants, it's also going to be an amazing experience for us. Like what Denise said earlier, no, was it your first time, right, to join a
yeah.
hackathon?
The hackathon, you know what? We in our group had a mentor from Oracle. I think he's like a VP of Oracle, and he just mentored us, and like really thought about, okay, this thing will only get traction if you add this widget, if you add this technology, something like that. So we need people who are techy, who can like think about it, but we also need people who are creative. Like, because even if you have ideas, even if you have an app idea, for example, if you cannot communicate it, if people cannot resonate with it, then what's the point? You need an idea, you need to be able to produce it and build it and scale it. So we need all sorts of talent for this hackathon. So if you're out there sitting, nothing to do, typing just nonsense stuff on Facebook, this is a way to be more productive. Use your talent. Use your talent to criticize, talent to whine, talent to complain, and just think of the next step. What is your action?
Turn it around. Yeah, turn it around.
Like that's the favorite word now. Turn
Pivot.
your talent, turn your talent into action, right?
Yeah.
And I will be a mentor.
Yes.
I hope I'll be
Diba?
part of an exciting team.
Oh my
You,
gosh,
you,
I didn't
you
even know
already
that.
picked a team? Did you already pick a team, Denise?
No, not yet, because you
Okay.
haven't tell me how to do it.
We can send you the link so you can choose your team. Actually, so guys, see, Denise will be mentoring you. Who knows? It will be your team. She will be mentoring. So we
Yeah, and
have.
maybe we can find funding from Worldwebforum, venture capitalists, or I don't know. Let's see.
Let's see exactly from
Possibilities are endless, so you'll never know.
Yeah, I mean, we have all of these advertisers, we have all of these companies, we have all of these tech talents who are now not working. Make good use of your time. I invite you to join Hackbang. This is not just for Mindanaoans, it's for the entire Philippines. Let's help our leaders. You complain about your leaders, let's help them. If
Yeah.
yes.
they think for us, let's think for them.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Denise. In fact, here in COVID conversations, what we did was we actually invited some of our public officials because a lot of what they do sometimes just gets buried in the negativity that we see in media. And so we actually got to invite some of our government officials. And what's nice is they really got to share with us some of the things that they've been doing that's effective.
Yeah.
Like, for example, here in the Department of Agriculture, they have been giving seeds so that people can plant in their own gardens. I mean, diba, agriculture.
That's what my parents are doing right now. In their own backyard. Yes.
And the government is doing that, but we don't see that because sometimes we feel like, let's just complain. Complaining is fine. I'm not saying that we shouldn't do that. We should, but we should offer solutions at the same time.
Yeah. Let's work with the government. And stop voting for corrupt officials who have no idea what they're doing. Just a
Because
massive
exactly. Now we're seeing
with intent.
Yeah.
Like if we are seeing people who are doing good and have like results.
Yeah.
Let's multiply them, right? And you shouldn't pit one person's good deed with another person's good deed.
Yes.
It's
Because
all
that
about
happens a lot.
perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this guy is doing great. Why can't we do that? I think what we need to do more is just encourage each other. Like,
And
okay,
share best practices.
thank you. Thank you.
And this
Yes.
is what the hackathon is all about. You hack life, like what did you do great that I can copy so that I'll also be great. Like it doesn't have to end at your greatness.
Yeah.
It's a collective pursuit.
Yeah. I love it. So thank you, Denise. It just your messages resonate so much with the Hakbang vision, the Hakbang values, and it's so we're like this World Web
Yeah.
Forum.
Yes,
So
that's why all Hackbang participants should sign up to the platform, World Web Forum, and engage, ask questions, even, put your own links to stuff that you read. It's a social network for leaders, for emerging and experienced leaders. It's for the entire world. We have people from India already there. We have people from Malaysia coming in. We have Filipinos representing. We have the European leaders already there, Silicon Valley investors already there. So let's grow it. Let's grow the community.
So, diba? So, to all our participants, if you're watching right now, please, we invite you to join World Web Forum. Be there, use the app, use the free access that are given to you because this is really helpful. No, not just now. It will be very helpful for you in the future because these are resources that can really propel you, and you will be enriched by all the resources there. And para sa ako also, this is also a way for us because sometimes, Filipinos, we have this culture that we're so shy. We don't want to put
Yeah.
our work out there, and, because baka they don't like it, or maybe they will just criticize it. There's no harm in trying. Just put it out there, and maybe someone from Web Forum will notice your work, and maybe they will pick up your idea and say, hey, I want to fund this. So who knows? That would be some great opportunity for you to really do something great. Ayan. So
That's our website.
that's the website. Thank you, Jerome, for putting it out there so that people can really see. There. So there's membership. There's their story, and you can also access it through your mobile phone. So I actually downloaded the app. It's also convenient. And those are some of the leaders we just mentioned. And yeah, what Denise said, the annual meeting.
Yeah, see, and we have everyone. Like Lars Ulrich is
Mhm.
the drummer of Metallica.
Oh,
He's also
diba?
a leader. He's a musician, but he's also leading the way. You
yeah.
have Roger Hallam of Extinction Rebellion, like people fighting for action on climate change. So, he took his shirt off on stage for World Web Forum just to like incite action from people, make people feel that we need to do something about our problems.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, we have Brittany Kaiser, the whistleblower of the
Ah, yeah.
and I've had conversations with Brittany, and she's now in the States, but she's also going to be part of World Web Forum talking about data privacy, how you can use data for good. Yeah,
Ayan.
so these are our core principles and our values. See, don't F with the customer.
Yeah, that's true.
We're an open company, no bullshit, like these values are really something that
Yeah. And
incite action.
yeah,
Mm.
and it's breaking the norm of how our parents used to view leaders, right?
Yes.
Presented. This is the makeup of our team at World Web Forum and BCom, and
Mhm.
Philippines is there.
Wow.
So I'm happy. Yeah, sorry, Shai, you were saying?
Yeah, no. I love how World Web Forum rather is just breaking that idea that we have of leaders should be in suits. They should
Yes,
be
yeah.
they should be like this straight laced kind of guy or woman who just went up the ladder in one direction. But you're saying here we had a musician over there, and musicians can be leaders. Musicians have things to say that matter, that got them to where they are. So we love that about you, and we love how that is in tune with what we're doing here. So I know we've talked a lot, and it's just so exciting, and a lot more things that's just going on as well. And my cat is also
Sleeping.
See, just like Worldwebforum, welcome everyone.
I know.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there's no right or wrong way of doing things. That's what in on the conversation. Why not? Right. So thank you so much, Denise. This has been very insightful, and it's been very exciting for us to know that you guys said yes to us. You guys want to be a part of this, and hopefully this will be a really fruitful relationship. That is in saying that you don't even, it's not money we're asking for our participants. It's really just getting the word out that this is happening, getting the word out that Mindanao wants to take a step forward, and just, sharing about what the work that we do, and hopefully your network will help us propel forward. So I just want to say thank you for taking the time to be with us.
Sure, thank you. I mean, we are a proud sponsor of Hackbang, and hopefully in the future we can give more and we can help more. Right now, we are a platform for you guys to extend your reach, and we are asking businesses in the Philippines. This is your chance. This is your chance to partner with something. You don't have to invent. You know how advertisers sometimes, or marketers like me, sometimes I'm at fault thinking about the superficial way of giving back. This is something already concrete, already there. This is something that is happening. This is a movement, a revolution. So advertisers, marketers, those who control advertising budget, support Hackbang, support the ideas that come out of this hackathon. Let's work together so that the ideas will be productive, will be tested, will be implemented. Calling all the big companies out there. I'm a marketer. I work for the client. I work as a client also. So I'm also calling on my colleagues in the advertising industry. Include this in the plan. This is something that's already moving. And from now, I'm sure it's going to be all over the Philippines, and it's going to be working beyond the Philippines.
Yeah. Why wait for the international companies to come in and back us up?
Support our own. This is our own.
Yeah. So we love that by you guys joining in. It's you saying that you believe in the Philippine talent.
Yeah.
So hopefully by you saying these things as well, it's the Filipino companies will see the value in what we're doing here.
And just to boost confidence, part of the editorial team and production team of Worldwebforum is in the Philippines. It's Philippine talent. Yes, imagine. Right?
Wow.
So there's no idea, there's no work that's too small for the world stage. We are ready, we are built for this. I mean, Filipinos are essentially a hodgepodge of all cultures, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And we're so grateful that you still have that belief in the Filipino talent, and I'm sure because maybe some of the Filipinos, especially now with this pandemic happening, maybe their morale is kind of low, and we would like to remind everybody that you matter and you still have that talent within you, and you can still create change, and you can still improve and be better. So thank you so much, Denise, and to the Worldwebforum for believing.
Also for doing this work.
Thank you. And so there you have it, guys. Really fun and just really educational and promising. I could give a lot of adjectives saying how this conversation went, but thank you, Denise, for your time. It's been really awesome. For now, I just want to do a quick run through, just saying thank you to our sponsors, apart from Worldwebforum, who's just behind this as well. If we can go ahead and show that.
Yes. And we would also like to say thank you to our director for tonight, Jerome. So there you go. Shai, you go first. I will go first. All right. So we would like to say thank you to 9,000 Events, Bytes and Pixels, the Caraga Creatives, Franco, Comspec Technologies, NetZone. Also thank you to Worldwebforum, Metronome, When in Manila, Good News Filipinas, Athenian, Tagum College in Tagum City, Father Saturnino Urias University. We would also like to say thank you to Kids Who Farm and DevPost.
Yes, we want to say thank you to Cloudsploit, Modern Nanays of Mindanao, Echo AR, Project Lupad, Magic 89.3, We Viral 95.3, Love Radio, JC Voiceover, Food Panda, Center Stage, Maharlika Siargao, The Farmer's Factory, Slice of Life, Barangay FM 100.7, Bouchard Prado, The Travel Club, ROX, Brat Pack, Arlene Hidalgo and Co., and Tiny Print Room. Thank you so much for supporting what we're doing here. Please continue to do so. We're super excited, Denise. For tomorrow, we're going to have you as one of our mentors as well. So we'll see you at 8 a.m. tomorrow, which I know is 1 a.m. over there.
I have to be online. I won't be
Yes.
there for the entire duration just because of time difference, but yes, I will be there.
Yeah. For our participants, the mentors can actually, we told our participants already that they don't have to hold your hand throughout.
Yeah.
They just need to have a time with you, whether that's an hour or, whatever you can offer them. So thank you so much to everyone that's been watching. And I don't know why my cat just really wants to make an episode today. He's never done this. So we're going to say goodbye and good night. Owen, thank you. We've been doing this since 11 o'clock this morning.
I know, right? And rehearsals in between.
Exactly. So final words, let's just invite them tomorrow. Please watch out for it. If you aren't participating or aren't a mentor, please feel free to watch us on our YouTube channels and our Facebook channels as well. That's Hackbang TV on YouTube and Hackbang on Facebook, because we have a lot of interesting things for you guys. We've got cooking shows, and if we can just flash that QR real quick.
Yes.
Owen, can you share with them about this one?
Yeah, so we have a cooking segment, a Chinese style pot dumplings, sticker dumplings by Chef Jeffrey Ngo of Lime and Zest, and that will be on June 28, 2020, 11:30 in the morning. So if you would like to know how to cook this Chinese style pot sticker dumplings, there's a QR code on the upper right of your screen. You scan that QR code so that you'll be able to know the ingredients, and you can be part of the live cooking show, and you can ask the chef, and you can also make sure that everything's there, no? And as early as now, makita na nato ang mga ingredients. Kung wala sa inyong pantry or sa inyong kitchen, you better go to the nearest grocery, and then palit mo ana kinana man ang listahan diha. And also, limited rin siya nga slots. Dili tanan pwede maka-appeal. Kaya you only need 4. So please do scan the QR code right now, and who knows, appeal ka sa upat. And you can really cook with the chef. You can ask the chef if okay ba, sakto ba imong procedure, or maybe naay kulang. So that's the beauty of it. And then there's another one, right? Another QR?
Yes, there is. If we can have that ready as well. Yep. This one is with Chef Melissa, Nourishing the Home. She's going to teach us not just one recipe, guys. She's going to teach us 4 recipes, but the 3 recipes are going to come from that one main recipe. So sa mga nanay dyan na nauubusan na ng ideas what to feed their kids, please join Chef Melissa June 27, 2020 at 11 a.m. So this is the first here in the Philippines, you getting to cook. It's not just like YouTube where you're going to watch and that's it, right? This is you get to be in a Zoom room with our chef making the recipe with her. So please join us. We're super excited. Owen, we're going to see you tomorrow.
Yeah, and of course, in 1 minute, we will be finally revealing the official theme song of Hagit. That's the official theme song of Hackbang, which is Hagit, which means hamon in Tagalog, or challenge or dare in English. And it will now be put live on YouTube and will be shared in our Facebook page. So please do listen to that, and we hope that it will also resonate to you. And we also would like to say thank you to the band, Half Step Down, and to the audio engineer, Ray Ruiz Fojas for creating that wonderful, wonderful arrangement of the words we from Hackbang created. And of course, I just received from the page message. Somebody is asking if pwede pa ba daw, is it okay to still register? Yes, you can still register as a team or an individual. And if you're an individual, we will put you in a team, and you will work with new friends, with a new network. So please do join us. And I guess this person is watching earlier, no? Was watching our episode. Kay nakapangutan naman siya. And we would like to say thank you to our guest tonight for really helping us, no, and encouraging our viewers to really take part of this call to action. So there you go.
And so with that, we're going to leave you guys with an excerpt. I know we are launching our Hakbang song live tonight, but for here in this live streaming, we are going to show you guys an excerpt of that song. So goodbye, everybody. Good night. My name is Shyla, joined by Owen. This has been COVID Conversations over Coffee.